Talking about markets, first of all, if we not specifically about Motilal Oswal, but overall for the industry, what's your expectation on the earnings front for Q1 and Q2?
Yeah, Kali, iska earnings, comparison we have done, and we are saying that for the year, it will be still more like closer to 1200 rupees EPS, 1196 or something like that. So we are maintaining that for the year. For the quarter, this is amongst the slowest growth. About for the Sensex will be about 11-12%. For our group of about 150 companies will be more like 15%. So I think still there is a decent growth expected in the current year despite rising interest costs and general slowdown we are seeing. One good thing about this year's earnings growth of say even 15% is that it is not led by Telco, Tisco and Hindalco. This time, in fact, Telco, Tisco, Hindalco will contribute just about 10-15% to the incremental growth. 80-85% of growth will come from rest of the company businesses like HDFC Group or SBI or some other companies. So I think the quality of growth is going to be pretty well spread, and I think we are looking at about 15% kind of growth. And since the valuation is at about 15.5 times current year, I don't see any catastrophic kind of decline if this number comes through in next 4 quarters.
Ramdev, also the pain which we saw in the SBI earnings in Q4 and the indication which management had given then about more provisioning which they will have to do in Q1 now, you think at these levels it's fully factored in? Because I remember you were one of the few people who had recommended SBI when it was trading below 2000 that this could be one of the leaders of the market, and eventually it happened to be one. At this point, what's your take on SBI?
Yeah. See, SBI franchise, because of fourth quarter result, whether it was healthy or unhealthy, doesn't change. The franchise value of SBI remains very high, but the confidence of the investor in their, the way they manage the image in the public in terms of their, because you as a minority shareholder, you are only, your entire fortune is dependent on what is the quoted price. Quoted price is completely function of what is the news flow, how you manage the earnings, how do you declare the earnings. I'm not saying you must manipulate the earnings, but I think just the way you manage the communication, how do you smoothly communicate, I think that's a big issue. And the way they handled Q4, I think clearly it's quite a, from minority shareholders point of view, it becomes very difficult to digest what is going to happen because the chairmen keep changing every 3 years. So you build it for 2 years and third year again. So I think these kind of unpredictable behavior hurts the long-term P multiple. And my sense is that it will find it very difficult to get the premium P multiple, which even I was used to think before this particular incident. As far as the earnings side is concerned, I still remain bullish on a 5-year or 7-year basis. Whatever was the compounded earnings, 17-18% was expected, that will still come through. So that makes it a attractive kind of a bet. But the P multiple will remain depressed for quite some time.
What about Reliance? क्योंकि इसमें एक तो ऑब्वियसली जो रिटेल पोर्टफोलियोज हैं देश में उसमें एक तो उसका वेटेज काफी अच्छा है एंड बिकॉज ऑफ दैट वो ऑटोमेटिकली पोर्टफोलियोज ने काफी अंडर परफॉर्म किया है. सेकेंडली द विजिबिलिटी इज रियली लुकिंग बैड ऑन रिलायंस. व्हाट इज योर एक्सपेक्टेशन ऑन रिलायंस?
Reliance, see, right now there is not much of where exactly this cash, see, the cash flow is very robust, so you can't take away the positive of their current cash flow. Now the issue is that this 25-30,000 crores which they are inflowing every day, how do they, what kind of, they have been, so far they have been able to come out with larger and larger projects and they have been able to earn a lot of money also out of that. So where exactly the next round of projects are going and what will be the yield on those incremental projects? So I think right now there is a kind of a little bit of uncertainty because they are talking about a lot of allocation to telecom. Now whether they make money in telecom or it remains again a much longer drawn project, or they are looking at some other petrochem, kind of a larger petrochemical company, because demand for plastics and other petrochemicals are growing at upwards of 15-17%. So the opportunity for them is very, very large in the existing business. and some new businesses can also scale up. So I think they'll do a decent job, but getting that 25%, 27% earnings growth in the past, that looks to be, at least in the short term to medium term, looks to be a little challenging.
So which are your top picks as far as Q1 and Q2 numbers are concerned, because we are almost due for Q1 numbers? Your top picks within the index for Q1 and maybe for the first half of this financial year?
See, it's very difficult to, right now, the banking sector looks good. Your telecom looks to be promising, on a 1 to 2 year basis. I would think that Bharti could be a very large cap earnings growth story. Your Can India, once all this dust is settled, that looks to be shaping up pretty well, because once the growth constraint, the production constraints are removed in the agreement, yes, it will have some cost, but once that is removed, I'm sure the production can scale up very quickly to much higher levels. So that could be an interesting situation to watch. So like that, in two-wheelers now Bajaj Auto has shown some robust numbers. That's shaping up very well. Maruti is a stock to watch if it goes below 1,000 or something like that, because for 2-3 months it will remain somewhat subdued because of the interest rate scenario. But I think that franchise is very promising franchise going forward. So like that, the values are emerging.
Very quickly, last question to you: are you revising your targets on the Sensex for the end of FY12? What is your target?
I didn't get you. What is?
Are you revising your targets on the Sensex? Yeah, Sensex target for FY12.
I don't know about Sensex, because we cannot figure out what will be the P multiple of the market. The only thing we monitor is the earnings, and earnings is not revised any further downward. It's stuck at around 1195, 1200. So even if there is some more stress in next 1 quarter or 2, I'll be surprised if it goes significantly below 1175. So we are focusing on the earnings side of it, and we don't know where exactly the markets will end. But my sense is that current levels will be defended very well.
All right, pleasure having you, and all the best for the quarterly numbers also, Ramdev. Thanks for joining us.
Thank you.